Hello there everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my orchid adventures. And today we are in my orchid garden. Yeah, in the bathroom, that is. This is one of my grow spaces. Rub-a-dub-dub, folks. Yeah, you see it. Orchids literally in my tub. And in every nook and cranny, every place that I can find to jam them in. It's absolute madness, orchid madness in my bathtub right now, folks. But we're not talking about my bathroom grow space today, right? I'm gonna save that for a later date where I can update you and show you some of my growing techniques that I use indoors and in my bathroom. So indeed, stay tuned for that. But today we are going to update you on my Catasetum orchid that I decided to bring out of dormancy in a new method, and I definitely want to show you how that Catasetum type orchid is doing today. And the method that I elected to bring my Catasetum orchid out of its dormancy period is this right here. This is what I consider the semi-terrarium method, in which I have rescued several orchids in, and I have also used this to provide extra moisture for those moisture-loving orchids that really need that extra attention. And if you have not yet seen the video where it shows you exactly how to use this terrarium right here for your Catasetums, go ahead and click the link right here so you can see the step-by-step on how to utilize this accordingly. Also, if you want to know how to make one of these terrariums, you can also click right here, right now, and it'll give you the step-by-step on how to make these terrariums yourself. As you can see here, folks, I actually left the cap off of this bottle, and this is just to allow the air to circulate within this terrarium right here. And also, if we take a close look at the bottom half, you're seeing that water that I filled this container up with. But you're also seeing good spacing in between so as to ensure that the water will not drench into this area at all. And again, this is just to allow the moisture or the humidity within this container. So if this gets any type of moisture at all, it's due to the humidity and not because the water is getting into it directly. So that is a way, again, that this is creating enough moisture, but it's not going to overwater this Catasetum. So what I do is I let this sit, and every so now and again I will remove this top portion right here, just like that, and let it get air as well. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at the little baby nubbin. As you can see, even though the nubbin is not that big, look at all of these healthy roots just growing everywhere. And let me not forget to mention that this Catasetum right here actually produced 2 of them. So indeed, folks, this is my personal method on how I elected to bring my Catasetum type orchids out of the dormancy period. Okay, so here we go, folks. We're gonna go ahead and remove the top. Okay, folks, and here we are, the entire Catasetum type orchid family taken out of its terrarium. And as you can see when we take a closer look, oh my goodness. Do you see all of these crazy roots growing from every single direction? Look how healthy they are. Oh my, oh my. All of the roots are now, at least the majority of them, are about 3 inches in length. But you are also seeing that at the base of the keiki itself, you are also seeing all of these new growth of little roots as well. So it is continuing to grow amazingly healthy, I might add, and definitely showing us some good results from this semi-terrarium growing method. And also, if we take a close look at the tip of the keiki, right at the very top, we are beginning to notice a split right there. Do you see it? And what that split is basically the formation and the start of what is soon to become its foliage. So indeed, this little keiki, these little guys are ready to be potted up. so where is that Catasetum? Where, oh, where can you be? Is it right here? No. How about right here? Or maybe this little guy? Nope. No, it's not. Dun 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 dun. Pow! And here he is now, guys. Oh my gosh, are you guys seeing what I am seeing? Do you guys remember when this little fella was just itsy bitsy, teeny weeny little nubbins? That's right, just so small. As you can see the difference. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my, have you grown. Here in a little bit, you'll be almost all grown up and ready to move out into the world. Please, little baby Catasetum, don't ever leave your mama. No, not really, folks. No, seriously, not really. This little guy is not the one either. Oh my! So sorry, folks. So sorry. No, folks. This little guy actually is in no type of comparison to this big daddy right here. Okay? I literally have to take a step back to fully get him into the frame, okay? He has gotten so humonga-dunga, it's absolutely redunculous. And folks, I really have to be honest with you when I tell you how mind-boggling this orchid was in the aspect of how fast and how rapid this thing grew, okay? Within a month's time, it was at this size. Absolutely ridiculous. I could not put my mind around it. I just couldn't. And folks, there's even something more mind-boggling than that. It's so mind-boggling, folks, that now I have to do a rescue mission on this orchid. That's right, I actually have to rescue this so that it will continue to be healthy because it's grown so rapidly. Folks, let me go ahead and show you. And here it is. Here it is. Do you see what I am seeing? I mean, are you seeing the insanity and the madness that is literally going on in this pot? Indeed, the roots are growing so rapidly and so healthy and so crazy in this pot. I don't know what we're gonna do. What are we going to do, folks? Now we have a major dilemma on our hands. Because of how healthy and how rapidly these roots have been growing, we are now beginning to run out of room in this container. And I want to show you, folks, that if we take a look, the media actually stops at about right here. But if we take a look at the roots, folks, right here is the media, and of course the roots are far extending upwards. And let's go ahead and take a look on the other side, because now you're going to get a better picture of how ridiculous and how obnoxious these roots are becoming. Again, the media actually stops at about right here, and the roots actually far extend way higher. And if we take a close look, we're actually beginning to see the roots crawl right onto the pseudobulbs, and now they are actually spilling out of the actual pot itself. And here in a little bit, folks, all of this root is going to run out of space, and it is going to be overflowing right over the pot, and this is going to cause this Catasetum to not be in a healthy growing environment. So folks, indeed, right now we are going to have to do a rescue mission on this Catasetum to guarantee that this will continue to grow so healthy as it has been. But folks, I really do have to admit that this is quite a pleasant surprise, because as my first Catasetum being brought out of dormancy, I would indeed say that this is a success story right here. And yeah, although this is quite madness and insanity going on in this pot, I will have to say I prefer this outcome than the alternative or what could have happened. So indeed, I am so happy at the result. And folks, I am even that much more ecstatic to be capable of bringing to you yet another method to bring your Catasetum orchids out of dormancy, especially the ones that are concerned about rotting issue. This right here is absolutely excellent for you because you are capable of seeing right in there, and you're going to see every single action that's going on with your Catasetum orchid. And again, if you have not seen that video where I show you exactly how to use this terrarium method, I would fully suggest it because folks, this is yet another method of doing that and feeling a little bit more relieved, a little bit more confident, and having just a little bit more assurance that you can indeed do it. And as you guys know, I am not your common everyday orchid grower, and indeed I do grow outside of the box, literally, okay? And one of the things that I always say is any ideas or any tips that's gonna help me out and it's gonna help you out, I am always willing to share. So indeed, I thank you guys all so much for sharing with me in my adventures so we can always learn and grow together. Always know that I truly do appreciate you guys, and as you already know, I love you all.